Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our very first career guidance interview live here on Zoom. My name is Noglunga Majozi, and I'll be your host on behalf of the Lerato Sokhulu Foundation. So, before we get straight into the interview, I'd like to tell you guys a bit about the Lerato Sokhulu Foundation, which is a non-profit organization. Which aims or rather visions to be the leading establishment in academically empowering disadvantaged learners in high school and within the general communities. We also vision and aim to empower tomorrow's leaders through education across the country. So as the Lerato Sokhulu Foundation, we help students apply to different tertiary institutions. We also advise them about different courses and even give them career guidance like we are doing today. And we also help them apply for different bursaries, such as the NSFAS bursary and other sponsors that could be available for funding. So if you want to know more about us, be sure to tell your friends, to tell their friends, to follow us on Instagram at Lerato Sokhulu Foundation. They can also like our page on Facebook, Lerato Sokhulu Foundation, and they can also find us on Twitter at Lerato Sokhulu. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce today's guest speaker, all the way from Umtata, 21 years of age, and a graduate, a current graduate, and holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Geology and Chemistry. She is, however, one of our volunteers at the Lerato Sokhulu Foundation. Please welcome Siyamthanda Hoza. Good afternoon, Siyamthanda.
Hello.
How are you?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm fine. Thank you.
I am awesome.
I'm fine. Thank you. How are you doing?
I am awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to actually join us today and be able to give career guidance to our learners. Can you just please tell us about yourself and the course that you are holding?
Thank you for the introduction. As the host said, my name is Siyamthanda Hoza, 21 years of age. I am from Umtata. I currently passed my degree, which is Bachelor of Science in Chemistry and Geology at the University of in the Eastern Cape in Alice campus. So the degree, which is a degree that involves the study of chemistry, math, geology, earthquakes, to name a few.
Okay, thank you so much, and congratulations on your achievements. It is such a huge one. So, can you please tell us what the degree is actually about? The degree which you're doing, which is a Bachelor of Science in Geology and Chemistry.
Okay, the Bachelor of Science in Geology and Chemistry is composed of geology and chemistry. Geology, which is the study of the earth, the processes that shape the earth. Then we have chemistry, which deals with matters and atoms. Yes.
Okay. Which subjects are actually required for this course for someone who has just matriculated and is looking at their matric results now? Which subjects actually are needed for this course?
The subjects needed for this course is English, mathematics, physical sciences, life sciences, or geography, or agriculture.
Oh, okay. Okay, like thank you so much. Speaking of the subjects, other degrees or other courses actually don't look at subjects, but they look at your APS, which are your points excluding LO. So since your course actually looks at the subject, can you just tell us a bit about the APS points or your points excluding LO?
The APS points for you to get enrolled in a Bachelor of Science degree has to be 29 points.
Okay. And the duration of your course, if I may ask?
It's a 3-year course, 3-year degree, yes.
Oh, okay. But I think what is also kind of important is where your course is actually offered. Where is this course actually offered for someone who is staying in KZN and actually doesn't know where to go. So where can they actually consider going?
They could go to University of Forte, Nelson Mandela University, University of Western Cape, University of Cape Town, University of Free State, University of Pretoria East.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Okay, now because I'm going to be making more examples about the matriculants. Okay, so as a matriculant, I think that it's very important to actually consider employability. You know, some people now are actually doing courses because it is easy to get into them, or they're just looking that your points, the points that you actually have to get there low, and or maybe the cause is actually not difficult, but they do not actually consider the employability. And you find many people sitting at home with degrees and they are not employed. So can you just tell us a bit about the employability for the Bachelor of Science in Geology and Chemistry?
Geology and chemistry is considered a very good combination because you have a variety of employers. You could be a geochemist, you can be an environmental consultant, you can be a hydrogeologist, a lab technician, you can be a chemical engineer, you can be a mechanical engineer, to name a few. You can even work at the mines, you can even work at Sasol, but not general. You'd have to go deep in the petroleum, oil and gas section. Yes.
Oh, okay. That sounds very interesting, actually. So I think that you would actually agree with me when I say that having reason to actually do something is very important, more especially because it helps you to do your best in it, right? So looking at the points required to study Bachelor of Science in Geology and Chemistry, I guess your points allowed you to, and still do allow you to study any course that you want to study. So why specifically Bachelor of Science in Geology and Chemistry?
Well, my passion lies with geology, but at the University of Fort, you cannot do one major. It's compulsory that you do two majors. So I had to pick a second one, which was chemistry, but my passion lies with geology. I've always loved nature. That's just who I am. Even when I was in primary and high school, I knew that what I had to do, oh my goodness, sorry for that. What I had to do had to do with something that has to do with nature, with everything, the processes that happen in Earth. So that was my reason to choose geology.
Okay, very heartwarming, very touching. Because what I actually gained from everything that you've just said, I will highlight passion. So for our viewers out there, passion is very important. Passion, which actually brings me to the next point. So like any other commitments, that we make in life, which in this case is studying. There are many challenges which are there to strengthen us in our journey. So can you just please share with us some of those challenges that you encountered while you were actually doing your Bachelor of Science degree in Geology and Chemistry? And how did you actually overcome those challenges?
When you get to varsity, you meet a lot of different people. You guys come from different backgrounds. So my social life had a very big impact in my studies. So I was fortunate enough to have good friends that were with me. So I think it's important, I think it's important to have that one person to talk to you, even at home, have that good support system to be with you, because there are many challenges at university. So for me, it was my friends, and I'm a very spiritual person. So I have friends this side, and I have my prayer sessions the other side.
Oh, that is very nice. I can tell that it was not quite an easy journey. Looking now that you've actually obtained your degree, congratulations. I can tell that it was not an easy journey. So, what were your driving forces that actually helped you to overcome your challenges, or rather that drove you so that you don't give up, even when giving up actually crossed your mind?
My driving forces were the fact that I knew what I was doing at varsity. My why was very strong. Why did I go to university? Why am I still here? Why am I still pushing? So I knew my why. I knew why I went to varsity. So even when I faced a lot of challenges and obstacles, I told myself that I want to study, I want to have a good career, I want the good things in life, I want to be successful. So let me persevere. Let me persevere. Yes, I could put it in those words so
So
that
I
I
get
get to the finish line.
Okay, so I guess it was very important to actually have reason to get into varsity because that actually drove you into actually being able to overcome any challenge that you actually come across. So before I let you go, someone out there who may be with us for this interview, maybe thinking, oh my word, Bachelor of Science in Geology and Chemistry. Oh my word, that sounds very hard. Sounds hard from Bachelor of Science to actually adding Geology and Chemistry. It just sounds hard. So can you just tell us some fun facts, just to know to ease that person? Can you just tell us some fun facts about your degree, which is a Bachelor of Science in Geology and Chemistry?
Okay, the fun facts are in geology, we have a lot of field trips, and it depends on the year that you're doing. At first year and second year, you're allowed to go on 1 day trips. Even your practicals at varsity level, you do go, but it's a short distance. Then a third year, you're allowed a 7 day trip to go to Rustenburg, Appington, Gauteng. Then when you do your honors, it's a 10 day trip. I love field trips, so that's fun for me. And another and another fun is you can create your own rocks in the lab in geology, and in chemistry you can create a variety of solutions and mixtures that would help that would actually help in the near future. You could even come up with your own cure. So I feel like that's very fun.
Oh, that sounds so interesting. I'm actually tempted to change my degree right now. So we've come to the end of our interview. Thank you so much to our guest speaker, all the way from Mthatha, 21 years of age, and holding a Bachelor of Science degree in Geology and Chemistry. So before I let you go, I just want to highlight that since this is a recording, we'll be posting it, and people can actually send their questions, on the comment section. They can actually send their questions. And as the Lerato Sokhulu Foundation, we promise to actually attend those questions. So our guest, Siyamthanda Hoza, which we are fortunate enough to have her as one of our volunteers at the Lerato Sokhulu Foundation, will be available to actually answer any questions that you guys might have. So before I let you go, can you just tell us the best place for people to connect with you, for example, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, which is the best place?
The best place to connect with me is Facebook as Siyamthanda Hoza, and Twitter it's Siyamthanda Hoza at We Love Her _07.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you to our guest speakers. Thank you for everyone for actually tuning in. Don't forget to tune in next week, Friday. We apologize for the network glitches, which actually led to us recording. But then from now onwards, we'll be recording interviews and then we'll post them on our social networks. And then you guys can actually ask questions on the comment sections and then we will attend to it. So thank you to our guest speaker. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And don't forget to tune in next week, Friday, same time, same place for another career guidance interview. That's it from me, Noglunga Majozi, on behalf of the Lerato Sokhulu Foundation. Good night. Good night, Siyamthanda.